everyone, welcome back to Open. So for the past 17 years, the 100 Hispanic Women National Inc. has held its annual Mind, Body, Spirit conference, in which I've hosted the past three with another one on its way, except this year, like everything else, it's being held virtually, and while still offering health and wellness workshops we can all use as we begin to hunker down. Joining us to tell us more, please welcome President of 100 Hispanic Women National Inc., Nancy Genova, and workshop facilitators, Gloria Rodriguez and Cindy Bautista-Thomas. Hello and welcome, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh,
And thank you
you.
to BxRx for always supporting our event.
Well, it's acknowledged, and we acknowledge you as well, Nancy. I know it couldn't be an easy breezy production this time around. I mean, it's usually a big production to begin with, so I can only imagine what's been occurring in transferring and converting everything into a virtual execution. So why don't you walk us through what this year's is going to look like?
Right. So, we've always had this event. This is the premier event of our organization. It's always so well attended with over 200 women attending. And we've had Facebook Live for the last couple of years, and that's gone very well. So this year there was discussion. We decided to do it virtually. It'll take place on Friday, November 20th from 12 to 2. Because it's on a virtual platform. Usually it's an all-day event. We have a lineup of great speakers. As you know, Rhina, because you're so associated with this program and you've been our member for many years, that this program, it was a response to the actual request from our members who felt that although they had gone to wellness conferences, there was never any representation in terms of looking at it through the lens of Latinas with their unique experiences and their unique backgrounds and their connections to family and community. And so that's what we've brought together. And also our community has so many talented women that are credentialed with backgrounds in psychology and social work, doing professional coaching where they're reaching out internationally. And you didn't see their representation in many other conferences, but you will see it here. You will see it here, and this is why we've had such a great response to this event. And now all women are attending. Many, many women that attend this event are not Latinas, but they come from other ethnic backgrounds that identify with the core values of our community. And so we can't wait to execute it on the 20th and see how it looks on a virtual platform. And it allows us to render it free, thanks to our very generous support from Bronx Care Health Systems and Con Edison, who is a new sponsor of this event, but not a new sponsor to our organization. Now everyone in the country and internationally could watch the event.
So that's lovely.
Very excited.
I know.
Excited to be able to bring it to such a wider audience.
I know you've broadened the outreach, and that's lovely. And speaking of, these high qualified individuals in their respective fields, we have Gloria Rodriguez, who is a psychology professor, and I know you're the founder of the Almas Women's Institute, and as a member of that as well, it's a privilege to have you serve in this capacity as well. Every year you open us up, and this year you're actually going to be facilitating. So why don't you walk us through that?
Yeah, hello everybody. It's so great to be with all of you, come full circle, connect, and to really promote this amazing conference. I just want to say that I've been involved in this conference since its inception, since 2003. I actually programmed this conference with Shirley Remeninsky, may she rest in peace. I met Nancy through this conference, and I met Cindy through this conference, I think. You and I go way back, Rhina, in different communities, so it's really a beautiful thing. The keynote speaker is someone who is also very near and dear to my heart, and so we are coming full circle. Yeah, so I've had the honor, the pleasure to do workshops throughout the years, and specifically to open up the workshop, blessing the space, really creating community, and particularly that's going to be important as we navigate the cyberspace, right? To be able to set the intention to bond and to receive and to give this wonderful, loving, energy that we are all sharing with each other during this time. This conference is radical self-care. This conference is radical self-care. Okay,
Mhm.
so I really invite all of you to sign up and attend this year because it's one of the ways in which we can take care of ourselves. The workshop that I'll be facilitating is called What's Next? Eat Gay. Eat Gay. What's next? Right?
Okay. I love it. I love
What's next for us and what's next for our communities. And so I'm going to be doing that through a visioning process, through a meditation, journaling, sharing process where we go inside ourselves, where everything resides, where all the answers reside. And we
Right.
can really think about how we want to move forward as change makers for our own lives and for the lives of our community and our country.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I love it. And I love the actual relation that we all have with each other, right? Because Cindy, you and I, we've been on writers retreats together and spent weekends together in that realm. And of course, I've participated with you in the 100 Hispanic Women Mind Body Spirit Conference annually for the past couple of years as well. And here you are, you were a keynote speaker one year. I can't remember exactly what year, maybe 2 years ago. And was it? Yeah, it was 2 years ago. And now you're going to be facilitating a workshop. And of course, we cannot overlook the fact that you form your own company, Velocity Visions. So please do share what your workshop is going to entail.
Yes, I'm so excited and I'm humbled to have been invited to be a part of the 100 Hispanic Women. I have a special place in my heart for 100 Hispanic women, and they've definitely contributed so much to my personal development. And so I'm going to facilitate a workshop about, an area that within many communities of color is an area that we don't often talk about. I'm looking to demystify mental health and wellness through the practice of self-care. So I'm talking about wellness through COVID-19 and beyond, where we're going to talk about practical steps of self-care that you can take on to increase your health and wellness overall. Simple things, right? And so we're going to get into really candid conversations and practical tips that you'll get to implement in real time. And so I'm excited that I get to share a little bit of what Velocity Visions does with organizations, which is we really look to create environments of healing, to create transformation, and have personal impact so that folks can have impact within their entire communities. So I'm really excited. I am looking forward to having as many folks attend as possible because self-care is radical, Gloria. Self-care is everyone's right. And the more we increase self-care, the more we'll be able to enhance and live our best lives. So I'm really excited to be a part of this.
Wonderful. Thank you. I agree. We're all in agreement. It's almost like the saying when you're on the plane, when the flight attendant tells you, you got to give yourself the oxygen first before you can give it to the child, right? It's the same thing. It's that same metaphor that we're applying within this conference. And before we go, Nancy, you had mentioned this is an all-day conference. However, I just want to clarify that for this version of it, it's not going to be an all-day conference. So if you could just share the details of the hours and exactly what we should be looking forward to. I'm going to assume there's some breaks in between.
Mm-hmm. So what happens is it's going to be on Friday, November 20th from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern time, because some people we have so many people registered for this event. It's unprecedented, the amount of people registering for this event. So it's Eastern time, and we're going to have a keynote speaker in the morning who is an award-winning Latina author, Nancy Arroyo Ruffin, who is also, fortunately for us, part of our board. And then we're going to have 4 workshops, the 2 that we've talked about. We're going to have one on Latina pay equity, which is a very big issue because we, of all ethnic women, are the least paid. We earn 55 cents for every dollar earned by a white man. So that translates to $55,000 versus $100,000 for the same level of education and experience. and we need to address that as a community. And we also going to have another workshop on branding, on personal branding, on social media, which is very important to our base because most of our members are professionals. So it'll be a 2-hour virtual conference. We're going to have a documentary on Shirley Rodriguez Reminisky. We're going to have breaks in between. Rhina will be on with us, moderating the whole event. She is our MC, and she's going to do a wonderful job like she always does. And so it's going to be very exciting and wonderful for everyone that tunes in. I would say share this event. Also, although our membership are professional women, I would say share this event with your grandmas. Share this event with the younger women in your life. If you have high school students and middle school students, they should be tuning in. I cannot tell you how inspiring it is. This is what I hear over and over again from our scholars. They're very grateful for the scholarship, but the greatest thing for them is to see other Latinas that have already become successful, because for many of them, they have never seen that because it's nowhere in social media at the level it should be. It's not on regular networks. And so they will see it here. And it's really important for our young community to see us in action and see our accomplishments and see the
Beautiful.
things that we're doing for our community.
Wonderful. And it's lovely that we can all do it together and contribute to it together. Thank you all for being here with us. Nancy Genova, Gloria Rodriguez, Cindy Bautista-Thomas. You guys, we expect to see you on Friday, November 20th, the 17th Annual 100 Hispanic Mind, Body, and Spirit Conference. It's taking place November 20th from 12 to 2 p.m. And you can visit 100HispanicWomen.org. All right, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll hear about a film festival celebrating Puerto Rican heritage. Don't go anywhere.